just going to wait on a few people to come in, setting up the chat filter and stuff. Oh, Lord. Turn the camera around. There we go. Never knew what might happen. I already missed a couple things. I wish I'd had the camera on for you guys. I'm trying to stay away from the propane at the moment because I'm hot. I'm going to set the heat off. So I'm at the gas station, and our favorite dude, I'm going to start calling him Mr. Green Jean under the bridge, was under there yesterday, and he's there today. He's got hospital stuff today and yesterday. So my understanding is he was taken into custody by public safety. And they called the ambulance. And long story short, he said he was having a heart attack. And so they took him in, and he escaped from the hospital in quote unquote loose custody. Not once, but twice. Night before last. And apparently he's released. Apparently there's a young girl with him. I say young. To me, she's young. She's in her 20s. And apparently it's his daughter. While I'm here, I'm catching a little juice for my battery. What I wanted to, I'm going to do a larger live later. There's a lot of stuff going on locally. A missing persons case, a case that's coming up for a local daycare worker that is charged, arrested, and getting ready to face trial. And I wondered if you guys wanted me to go to the trial. I can. She's in the next neighboring county, but there are at this point multiple counts in going into triple digits. There are 12 daycare children that she's charged with some form of assault or neglect on, and it's multiple charges for each child. There's also today, a warrant was issued yesterday for a local special lieutenant police officer with the county. I'm trying to think of how. It's a task force, basically, that he works for. I just dude looking at me sideways because I'm talking to my phone. You know, I'm in Podunk. They don't know much about YouTube around here. If you're over the age of about 35, they think the camera and the phone's crazy. Trust me, you do. If you're an auditor, Sean Paul Reyes, don't come here. Oh, Lord. I can't see what they wrote, but whatever you wrote, YouTube decided it was not. Do you sell feet pics? Well, cuddle juice, if I did, you couldn't afford them. Y'all don't got to put that, y'all don't got to delete that and hide that. Let people show their ignorance. It's okay. Because I got jokes for them. I mean, unless you're talking something just real disgusting. So I was waiting on a few people to come in. I wanted to make a little announcement that YouTube notified me of today, and we're having a celebration. It's impromptu, and it's a broke celebration. So, but we're having a birthday party tonight. I don't know what time yet. As soon as I'm able to figure out food and get my box charged up, that's when it'll be. Hopefully before midnight, because today is a 4-year anniversary for the channel. So, for all the sunshines, those that are members and non-members that have been with me through the long haul, we're going to have a party tonight. And just to show you that even in Podunk, we have crime, I'm going to go over major crimes and major news in the last 30 days. Or 90 days, my bad. It's, of course, we've covered the mass pew-pew incident and the pew-pew incident near my house. We ain't going to talk about them. We're going to talk about 2 daycare situations, both involving harm to children, both in Caldwell County. Both had already failed state-mandated, not testing, oh my gosh, you know, when they show up and check things out, They have multiple failures. And the one that's now closed, that took an infant on their first day under the age of 6 months old, passing away, and their brother ended up with a black eye. First day at the daycare, by the way. Daycare got closed that day because the little baby died unalived. It took that. They failed state testing, or state whatever, I forget, certification twice. And one was within 90 days before the infant losing its life. And I think it's important to draw attention to. And there's a specific case, the last name is Gillian. I want more information in front of me before I talk to you guys about it. I've done a little research. It is making nationwide waves. That's the one I'm talking about, that the trial's about to start. And I wanted to find out if you guys want me to cover it. I will. I'll be there. I'll be there and be squared. Hey, antique little girl. I know, happy 4 years to you, because the party is for you guys. Understand that. It's a thank you to y'all. That's what I want to do tonight, is not be about me. I want it to be about you guys. So if anybody, I'm going to try to go live in a way that I can drop a link and let y'all come up. I'm going to highlight each and every comment that y'all make, and we're going to talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. What I'm slating for the live tonight is local news. Like, here's a funny one for you. Potentially inappropriate. Can one of my mods I don't know what that even says. What I will tell you guys, look, because of the inappropriate messages so far by 2 people, anybody that's a moderator in the chat right now, and if there's no mods to do it, I will do it. If you make an inappropriate comment and YouTube flags you, I will have to block you. They just gave me notification. They're going to take my stream down if there's another one. So mods, please be on the lookout. Any inappropriate language, any inappropriate, and I apologize to some people that may do it on accident, like I do. You know, I be hitting the wrong button or doing talk to text and send the wrong message. I do it all the time. I try to type, I can't, and it always comes out as cabby. I don't know why. Anyway, I wanted to announce that and say it's going to be a birthday celebration today. I would have told y'all about it sooner, but YouTube just literally notified me within the last 30 minutes. There are also 2 schmecks trafficking cases involving marshals going on right now. Both of them are less than 20 minutes from where I'm standing. I do have some how do I say this, some internal sources and connections with the daycare cases and with the 2 I'm talking about. Oh, and let me tell you, so yesterday, I believe it was yesterday. It was either yesterday or the day before. I have to look, I think. I'm waiting on that loud vehicle. I want to say the 26th, but I might be incorrect. I want to get all this out because I'm telling you guys, the 31st, my phone will be cut off. I don't have the funds to pay for it. I don't know what I'm going to do, but we're going to party like it's 1999 until it happens. If I have to live stream daily. Once it gets cut off, unless I'm in Wi-Fi, the CashApp, PayPal, and stuff like that don't even work. So if I even earned a check from YouTube, I won't be able to receive it next month if my phone isn't on, which really sucks. But anyway, back to what I was going to tell y'all. So I believe it was yesterday, but it might have been the day before. The hospital that's right, literally spitting distance from where I'm staying, is the hospital. Yesterday, it was on either yesterday or the day before, it's kind of run together. It was on a hard lockdown, is what they call it. And y'all, when I tell you why, I don't have all the exact particulars because the victims, of course, are not having their identities released. because it's a DV type situation. So, long story short, this lady, we're going to call her Mary. Mary's in the hospital because she was a victim of DV and ended up in the hospital, okay? And Harry came to see Mary. And then Sally came to see Mary. And apparently, while Mary's laying there in the hospital, Harry and Sally got into an argument. Harry decides to pull out his pew-pew in the hospital room, point it at Sally while Mary's laying there hitting the nurse button, and proceeds to pistol whip Sally right inside. Right inside. She's pistol whipping right inside of. And that's why they had everything on lockdown. I was scared and had no idea what was going on because, I've never seen them block the entrance and the exit both to the hospital. It's definitely interesting. And it was right around the exact same time that old dude was getting taken to the hospital. It was a wild situation, to say the least. Hey, Sadie girls, how are you today? So yeah, I have 3 comments so far that YouTube has put on hold. But in the comment section because I'm going to have to end the live stream pretty quick. My battery's about dead on my phone. I thought I had a charging box, but I can't find it. So I'm going to have to end pretty quickly and go ahead and start walking back down the road now that the rain has ended. But you guys tell me in the comments section of this video after it ends, those of you that watch it, comment, let me know what y'all want to talk about tonight, what case you want to cover, and what you want to discuss. Do y'all want to do like music and stuff fun, or do y'all want to talk serious topics? Like, I think all of our officials in our government, they've lost their mind, and I think they're all on wacky-backy. That's what I've come to. Because they all think we're dumb, apparently. But just let me know, do y'all want to talk politics? Do y'all want to talk news and what's going on, in the news? Do y'all want to just chat about whatever's going on with our families? Oh, and I don't know, did I show you guys the bag that little man made me at Toss Art? If I didn't, let me know, and I'll show you that right quick before I end the live stream and start walking on down to McDonald's to eat. It's great. He did it in Toss Art, and it is freaking adorable. They took some kind of mesh overlay, like they took a quilting thing, and he picked scraps and like shapes and put them where he wanted them with a glue stick. And then the teacher come back, it's a mesh overlay that's over that, and then she took that piece and quilted it on to like the tote bags. I'll show you. Hold on. Let me see if I can turn it around and get it on camera. He said that's a self-portrait. I'll always have little man with me. I would love to do that too. Antique little girl. And there's a lot going on in her case right now. You guys, I'm going to say this, and I've said it before. It's been put out there recently. Dawn B did a live stream yesterday. Matter of fact, I'm going to start walking and talking on this one because you got me rolling, antique little girl. I'm telling you, I feel it in my spirit. And y'all are going to think, people are going to come at me if I say what's really... I prayed on it. I think we're going to get an answer, but it's going to be in 2026. That's my heart and soul and guts. I don't know how else to explain it. The wheels of justice move slowly. But what I will tell you guys, Don B is correct. And I know a lot of people don't like him and don't agree with him and all that. But he came out with the story allegedly saying, he was alleging that in his opinion, Jody Sue and Andy B backed it up. He played a clip, and I'll get it and pull it up tonight. But where Andy was in a live stream and being asked questions recently, and he was asked about Jody Sue selling spills to Candace. Okay? And he said that yes, she was. Now, which kind he did not identify. They could have been ptomaine poison pills. I don't know. I wasn't there. But I've long suspected that. If y'all remember, probably got close to 3 years ago or better, RJ and I were in a live stream, and we were showing you guys that the type of charges that they had, both of them, and Andy swears it was Mary Jane trees, and it's not possible. You do not get put on the math registry in Tennessee for selling Mary Jane. It don't work like that. That's not, and I showed y'all that law. I have thought since then, and y'all remember that she had the big C, she went remission and now she's back out again. Well, in my personal experience with my son and with my friend's dad currently, and her father-in-law before that, and my aunt and my uncle and several other people that have had varying forms of the big C, you usually get something for pain. And I personally believe that that's what was being sold. That's my opinion. Opinions are not actionable. I'm not stating it as fact. I'm saying it's my opinion. When Andy B was asked, where was Jody getting the spiels that she was selling for profits to the Wells? He said that not that he didn't know, didn't say he didn't know. He said he could not tell that. He was scared to tell that. Now, let me ask y'all something. Remember the woods thing? I have since found a video very similar to Jody Sue's, where she's talking about going in the woods and no smell and be quiet and everything else. And it was on News Nation. A girl is bringing charges against her father, who is like chief of police or the sheriff, and their next door neighbor, saying they were in a Schmeck cult and that she was being used for ratification. Now again, what's weird to me and sent triggers and red flags was when they were showing a video, and I believe the video might have been AI, I'm not certain, but they were showing a video, and in that video they were talking about going to the woods and the meeting and how things happened. And I immediately had a flashback of sorts to Jody Sue's video that we assumed was, about, I gotta sit this down, you guys, sorry. Oh, my hand's going to sleep. I apologize, I still have trouble with them, and I've not taken goody powders or aspirin in any form now for 3 days, so it'll start doing that. It is what it is, At least I can walk and talk. How about that? Hey, welcome. So anyway, what I was saying is that I personally believe this is and if y'all remember, if y'all didn't think that I had an inkling and that RJ never told me that he thought that, but we're seeing people on the math registry. We're seeing felonies turn into misdemeanors, and people scatter right after the search for summer ends. And then a lot of those people that were connected to those felonies get dropped to misdemeanors, start coming home from jail. And again, in the same area, what did we have? A rug ring. Remember the clinic out of Moorcross, Georgia, that was connected right back to that area? That was for, as I recall, pain medication. was what was being, traded on at that time. So is it really far-fetched to think that that's what was being sold? I mean, isn't that what's been intimated that grandma went to the hospital for? Now, if you'll remember, that why I think it plays an important part, especially for Summer going missing. Didn't Jody say that day that she had ran into Candace and them at the mailbox? Y'all know Candace got to walk a good distance to get to a mailbox. And I don't, like she said, she ain't going on no walks just because she want to walk. She don't look like the type. I'm going on a walk just to walk before she would. Come on now. That being said, so Grandma goes to the hospital, and then they go to the pharmacy. They meet Jody at the bottom of the hill, and then, chicken truck. Then Summer goes missing. Jody hears a scream that the police say is not real. Oh, and by the way, so many people in that area continue talking about the fact that this has been going on for a long time, and it really needs the truth to be told and everything to come out. And then all the people, other than the parents, that seem to be involved around the outskirts are, one, related, two, generational from that area, three, have Masonic ties to the same lodge. Even the judge of color that gave the Alford plea to the son of the sheriff. They all got them rings, baby. Go back, we'll look at the video. I love pulling that up. Now, am I saying that all these people were involved in the beginning? No. But all you need is the parents and the neighbors, and then they get hooked up to whatever's going on that's being traded around back and forth, and it's multiple crimes, possibly RICO due to some things that people hold. That's a 50-year jail sentence, Joe. 50 years in jail, tarnishing the family name, loss of a position of power. Is that enough to make a child disappear? Or even better yet, to threaten those that are covering it and getting too close? Maybe even cause them to get fired from their job, thinking that they're poor already, so when they lose their job, they're going to shut up about Summer. Dragging people through the dirt and trying to even put stuff on them that don't belong on them, and knowing that they can't afford an attorney to defend themselves, and they're new to the game, so you hope to run them off the platform so that the coverage can be bent however you want it to. I mean, please, if I'm crazy, point it out. Don't tell me it can't be a cover-up. Don't tell me there can't be collusion on all levels of government. Look at what's going on with the Epstein and Maxwell right now. Everything y'all want in that list is right there sealed from Ghislaine Maxwell's case. All Trump has to do is tell Bondi to make it public. That's it. She can order the people that can make it public are below her. And if he orders her to do it, she either does the orders or she quits. Then if she orders the other people to do it, they either do it or they quit. It's that simple. It's that simple. I'm wasting another hour and 17 minutes till I can get $1 off of my game, so I'll be able to pay for a drink at McDonald's, and they'll let me sit there and charge up, and then I can come do the live stream. Just so you guys kind of know what's going on. And hoping the guy won't be under the bridge. Let's see, let me check. Oh, okay, I am down to like 12% charge. So, we're going to continue this live stream in a little while. It'll be the celebration of the birthday, and so far, The topic at hand will be summer. Thank you. Jeremiah will appreciate that. I know, can't see what it says. Hey, Miss Carrie, if I didn't tell you, hey, by the way. Um, Jeremiah will definitely be glad to know that y'all like the bag. He didn't make one for his mom either. How about that? She was a little salty. Oh, and he told her the other day, just to let you guys know, he's a little smarter than some people think. He told her the other day in front of me, he kind of shocked me because there was no conversation going on that would have had anything to do with it. He says, I'm going to see my Nene. You are trying to keep my Nene from me, and I'm not going to have it. And stomped his foot, put his hands on his hips, and said, she is my grandma. And you need to not be mean and be nicer, because she's your mama. Don't you know what that means? Oh, my Lord. Me and her looked at each other, because though we've had our words and our differences, she usually has been good lately about Jeremiah. And it was just really funny because we didn't expect that. But at 7, he knows more than people give him credit for. All right, you guys. I'm going to get off here and hope that this next hour passes real fast and I can put that dollar on there and get me a drink and sit down in the AC at McDonald's and charge up my box and then get the live stream party going. Happy birthday to you guys. You guys made 4 years possible. And I just want to say thank you. That's why I want you guys to pick tonight's topic. Ask me questions. And if it's Summer's case, you know that I've been up on it. And even though I don't speak on it, I still watch everything that comes out. I'm really, really amazed at how closely tied to the case out of Nova Scotia with the Jack and Lily that this has become, down to even the same rug being referenced. We're talking math. Unfortunately, in my personal opinion, right here, Nita's opinion section before I close, unfortunately it seems when math becomes involved in the family dynamic that violence and neglect soon follow, and it just does not bode well for children of all ages, even the teenagers that can protect themselves. The mental anguish. Can you fathom watching your parent look like they've got sores all over their face like cigarette burns, or standing for hours picking at their face or their arm or their leg and zip zapping all over the house like a dog with the zoomies? You know, it's sad. I don't want anybody to think I'm judging anybody or anything. All I can do is say that I pray for them, and I'll continue to pray for them. And I'm glad that me and mine are not afflicted by that. And I pray that no one I love or that you guys love ever battles that. Because from what I've seen, it and the one they call dog food, the big H, seem to harm everybody. Really hard. Oh. Sorry, y'all. Trying to hurry. My thing was in the rain. Alrighty. I'll say peace, love, and light. And see y'all later tonight. I'm just watching a vehicle that did something really strange. Okay. With a dog. It was scary. Anyway, I thought it was somebody I knew and kind of got excited. Okay. Have y'all not been able to hear a word I've been saying? Oh, dadgummit. I didn't know how to hit mute. Can y'all hear me now? I was saying that I have the concrete angels that go to Miss Kay and Miss Brenda. I'm still waiting on addresses. And honestly, to financially be able to pay to send them because they're concrete and glass. I have those. I have the Purple Heart Garland and the cards from that that vigil that we did, the very first one. And if you guys want, since we're talking about doing a summer-centric broadcast tonight, what I was thinking is I can put that garland up and those angels and the cards and anything else that I have that's from that candlelight vigil, and we can set it up and have it out, and that be what's showing on the screen if I'm not showing documents and stuff during the vigil. You guys let me know here in the comments of the live, as well as in the comments section after the live ends, how y'all feel about that. I think, you know, if you want me to, I'd be honored to do that. Summer's case has meant a lot to me, and I won't stop talking about her. I don't care who talks crap about me or how they come at me. I'm not going to shut up about it until she gets justice. And a lot of people say, oh, when you say justice like that, that means that you think she's no longer with us. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. If she's been trafficked or given to someone else to save her parents, whatever, or as payment, or she was taken and they didn't tell the whole truth of what they knew and could have been found sooner, or somebody did something to her and it was an accident. Justice is the truth coming out, and her being vindicated in whatever way. You know, if she's still with us and she's in a trafficking situation, justice is getting her out of that situation. That's how I see it. You guys let me know what you think. I'm going to have to end this. I'm down to like 3%. Anyone that would like to support the channel, as always, all the links are in the description box. We have Facebook, Instagram, plus the YouTube, of course, Patreon. We have YouTube memberships, X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and TikTok. Go over to TikTok if you're there. Look for our channel, please. I only need 7 more followers, you guys, and I can get monetized on TikTok. Maybe that will help out until I get a job. And anybody that knows anybody in this area that knows something about campers or RVs, have them hit me up. Or anybody that has a lead on the job, I'm open. 24/7 availability, holidays, nights, days, none of that matters. I'll go to work at 3 a.m. and work till 3 p.m. I don't care. I don't care about a weekend off or nothing. I will make my life fit to the job. As little pay, man, I work for $7 an hour. I work for less than that. I need to be able to make about $150 a week so that I can put gas in the RV and pay for my spot. That's it. Let's see. Alright, guys. I will have to end because my phone's going to die. Let me know. Do y'all want me to do summer-centric? If there's any other topics you want to cover, I'll be glad to do that as well. If you want me to put out those decorations and have that be like our backdrop for tonight's live, please just let me know. Anybody that would like to help support the channel, the Cash App, the PayPal, and the Venmo, it's all in the description box as well. It's free to hit the thumbs up and hit the subscribe on all platforms. Trying to think what else I was gonna say. I got a lot going on around me. I apologize. And again, happy 4th birthday, and thank you guys for being there. Special shout out to Granny Homa. She knows who she is. Miss Sue, Miss Debbie, who don't want me to call her Miss Debbie, but I forget. It's a yes sir, no sir kind of world for me. So please don't take it as disrespect if I say Mr. or Ms. or yes sir, no sir, and please and thank you. I was raised, you do that or you get your arse busted, you know? I mean, it is what it is. Um, I got to take little man swimming the other day. I'll tell y'all about that tonight. Um, I, I really need a job because I'd love to be able to do that again. Um, right now, I'm getting ready to walk down here at McDonald's. I gotta waste about another 45 minutes, 48 minutes, and I can get $1 off my game, and I'll be able to hopefully get a drink at McDonald's, and they'll let me charge my box. Because right now, oh, I got it all the way up to 46%. So at 46%, it'll only take about 40 minutes for it to charge, but it's gonna take me a good 20 minutes to walk there to McDonald's from here, because the box weighs 30 pounds, you guys. Bear with me. Nobody is commenting, and I was just hoping that somebody would tell me something about what y'all want to talk about tonight and stuff. I'm trying to think if there's somebody, I feel like there's somebody else that I should thank. Miss Emily, let's see, Emily, Sue, Granny Home, Miss Debbie. Thank you all for reaching out. And listen, I get down and depressed sometimes too, you guys, okay? It's hard. I really want a job so I have a purpose, and a lot of people may or may not understand this, but right now, I get up each day having to figure out how I'm going to eat and drink and charge my box and use a bathroom and then get a shower. It's hard. And then I was honest and told the truth and got punished. And by the way, if y'all think that somebody ain't carrying a grudge, so I get a call from food stamps in Raleigh today. Thank you, whoever's out there in Trollland that called and reported me. And somebody literally called them and told them that my mother died and that I inherited $141,000. You sound stupid, especially because, but until I prove that it's not true, apparently I have 15 days, and if in the 15 days I haven't proven it, I will lose my Medicaid and my food stamps. And that's all I got right now. And I'm not even getting the food stamps because of what happened with the worker thing. And I do have the proof, and I will show y'all that tonight. I edited out her email address and any pertinent information. No matter how I feel about the situation, I'm not trying to dox someone. I don't want to put their personal information out there. Can somebody just comment something in the chat to make sure it's working? I feel like my screen is frozen, because nobody's made a comment since Miss Carrie did. But yeah, thank you. You know, I mean, listen, it's hard enough to battle day-to-day life right now without somebody running behind me trying to sabotage me. I have nothing. What are you trying to take from me? I have less than a third of my clothes and shoes. I lost all but 2 pocketbooks. My one backpack I had broke. I lost pictures of my child that I could never replace. And I'm still trying to put a smile on it go. Can you not? Life itself is beating the shit out of me right now. It doesn't need your help. Why would you do that? What have I done? And if it's because of the Summer Wells case or some other case I'm talking about, so be it. I'm not going to stop. The devil will not win. Because right now I feel like it's a test. And I'm not gonna give in. Satan won't win. You hear me, Satan? You won't win. I will not give up. I don't care. Because with my last breath, I'll be saying, I love you, Jesus, and won't he do it? I was told by the pastor last week that when you're young and you're a baby and a youth in Christ, that's when your hardest battles are fought and won. And that I'm just as young in Christ as Jeremiah is right now. I can tell you this though, you can believe whatever you want to believe in the world, but I am a living testimony, and maybe that's why I'm here. That no matter how bad things get, no matter what walk of life you're in, because I've walked in all of them. I've been up and I've been down. I was homeless when I got off the bus in Fayetteville. It might have only been for 2 weeks, but I was, because they moved back our start date with Trojan labor, and my own base housing wasn't available until our start date. They didn't tell me until I was already getting off the Greyhound. But that being said, I'm a testimony to the fact that if you let him, he will do work. If God wasn't in my life, I would not be standing here telling you I've been able to figure it out day by day. Whether it's the kindness of you guys that sent me $10 or $20 or $2 or $5 to get a drink or a coffee or whatever, or playing a game on my phone. And what I found out, and I will tell y'all the secret, like of how to take $2 and make it $5, or $5 and make it 10, but you gotta have the $2 first, you know. But and you gotta have it on a card to do it. But with those games, or you can just sit and play and play and play and earn points, but you gotta be good at the games to earn points. And I've learned to do decent. And it's not these flashy ones. You're gonna make like $1 to $2 a day on the average. But if you don't have to use that $1 to $2 every day to eat off of, $2 a day at the end of 30 days, that's $60. You can pay a bill with $60, a water bill, a phone bill, something. I just want you guys to know that you're appreciated, and that I would not be having this 4-year anniversary were it not for all y'all. And I just want to thank you. And I want to do what y'all want me to do. So, I'm going to try to figure out how to do a poll and put it up as soon as I can get my phone on the charge. And as soon as I got to catch about 40 more minutes charge on my box, I probably am not going to get out of the heat to do it, because I don't have the money to eat or to even buy a drink or whatever. So I'm going to have to sit out on the patio and do it. That's fine. I'll take the heat. Also, just FYI, if you are in the North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky areas, there is a heat warning. We had a warning go out today for the Linville Gorge area. Not only is it treacherous to hike, period. I mean, this time of year, it's basically a I'll say twice a week occurrence of having to go get somebody out. But trail pinch is what it's called. I know it sounds crazy. Trail pinch. In the last 2 days, they've had to get 5 people associated with heat exhaustion, where they weren't prepared and didn't either have enough water or it didn't help. What I can tell you from my personal experience: headaches, dizziness, nausea, vomiting, cramps, stomach cramps, leg and feet cramps. Those are the big ones. And like right now, it's deceptive because the temperature is like 87 to 89, but we're running 78 to 93% humidity. Like 2:37 in the morning, it was 87 degrees. Sounds great, right? 90% humidity. I was taken aback. And let me tell you, it looks like I just had a shower. I didn't turn off comments, I don't think. Nope, it's saying they're still there. Okay, guys, I love you all. I will see you later tonight. Happy birthday. Love you, sunshines. Peace, love, and light. Let y'all see my mug again. Peace, love, and light, and I'll see you all later tonight. The sheriff done rode by twice. I don't want to be told I'm loitering and get in trouble, so I'm going to move it along and get my phone on charge too. I love y'all. Thank you for being here for 4 years. Sometimes just having somebody to listen means a lot. It's priceless. I love y'all. See y'all later.